Hello everyone, welcome to Canadian SnapShot. My name is Roberto Naccarato and I'm here today with David Jensen. Hello David.
Hello Roberto, thank you.
David, today is September 11th.
Yes.
Why is this day important to you?
September 11th is important to me. In 2001, I was in Washington, D.C., and I was starting a course of instruction at that time. And suddenly the news was going crazy about an aircraft that had hit one of the World Trade Center towers. And we were watching that live, we were watching that feed, and suddenly a second one hit. And we knew suddenly that the United States was not going to have a good day. It was a bad day. A little bit later, I was in the Air Force at the time, and a little bit later, come to find out that one of my classmates was on United Flight 93, which went down in Shankstown, Pennsylvania. Terrible day, but I will tell you, I'm grateful. And the reason I'm grateful is our friends, the Canadians, stood up and stood with us. We had a lot of people that were in the air at that time. They were coming from overseas, and they closed the airspace in the United States. And they had nowhere to land, and Canada said, we'll take them. They landed in Gander, they landed in Newfoundland, and they were kept there for days. They didn't know that they were coming in, and suddenly they were all there. And there were hundreds, if not thousands, that were housed there and were kept there, and they were treated as brothers and sisters and friends. I'm just grateful that on this day that I can say thank you to the citizens of Canada for accepting Americans who were in need at that time.
David, what is you're speaking about working together.
Right.
What's
Yes.
the importance of working together in your opinion?
If you're not able to work together, then you're not able to get as far on your own. The United States and Canada have been working together for 200 plus years. We have the longest border that is non-contested in the world, and it hasn't been contested in over 200 years. There are times where we have some disagreements and things, but when we need help or when you need help, we tend to stand together. I take it back to like in 1979, the United States Embassy in Iran was under siege. Canada took a number of our employees from our embassy and expedited them out of the country at great peril to them. I'm grateful that when we needed help, that you were there for us. Thank you.
Looking forward,
Right?
what do you see between our two countries moving forward, seeing where we've been,
Right?
where we are now,
Yes.
and now moving forward, where do you see between our two countries?
I actually see that our two countries do work together and need to continue to work together, because without it, we're going to be at each other's throats, and that's not good for either of us.
No, not at all.
However, I do see that we do work together, and by working together, what we do is we make each other better, we challenge each other, we tend to create better things together than we do if we had to do it on our own. So I actually do see quite a good future for both of us together as well as individually.
Perfect. David, you're also giving a check to charity today.
That's correct.
Can you elaborate on that on the
Sure.
charity?
The booth that we're at has a signature book, and for every signature that we get in that book, we will be donating $10 toward Tuesday's Children, up to a total of $10,000. Now, Tuesday's Children benefits the children of the victims of the 9/11 attacks. Now, it's 18 years hence, so those children are now getting, some of them were born right before that or right after. They're getting into the age of going to university.
Absolutely,
or
yeah.
technical training. They're going to be, they have required or needed counseling and just a way to have a break from that memory that was there for their generation. So Tuesday's Children is the charity that we've chosen to help, because today, 9/11 is unfortunately their day.
Absolutely. David, thank you so much for coming on to the Canadian SnapShot.
It's been
Thank
my
you again
pleasure.
for
Thanks,
talking.
Roberto.
And well, we appreciate you, and as much as I
Thank you.
believe as you appreciate us. But thank you again for everything that you've done.
My pleasure. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. On behalf of Roberto Naccarato and David Jensen, this is Canadian SnapShot. Thank you again.